A pre-hung door is a door that is assembled when it is shipped from the manufacturer. The components of a typical pre-hung door are the strike jamb, the hinge jamb, the header, the hinges, and the door. To determine the swing of the door, simply face the side of the door with the hinge pin. Note the location of the knob or lock bore. If the knob is to the right, then it is a right-hand door. If the knob is to the left, it is a left-hand door. The back set is the distance a lock is centered from the front edge of the door. For residential applications, the back set is most commonly 2 3/8 or 2 3/4 inches. For the commercial market, back sets are usually 2 3/4 or 5 inches. Correct back set is necessary to ensure that lock hardware fits the machine door properly. Lock bore diameters range in size from 1 3/8 to 2 1/8 inches, with 2 1/8 inches being the most common. Lock height is the distance from the top of the door to the center of the lock bore. For a 6/8 door, the normal lock height is usually 44 or 40 inches. Normal lock height for a 7-foot door is 48 inches. And normal lock height for an 8-foot door is 60 inches. The latch bore is a hole drilled through the edge of the door for the latch bolt. It is drilled to the center line of the lock bore and is centered on the edge of the door. Latch bore sizes run from 7/8 to 1 inch diameter, with 1 inch being the most common. The faceplate mortise is a relief on the edge of the door for the latch faceplate. Its width and length will vary with the specific lock hardware used. The most common width and length is 1 inch by 2 1/4 inch. The hinge spacing is usually described as a dimension in inches from the top of the door to the top of the top hinge, and from the bottom of the door to the bottom of the bottom hinge. Examples of this are 7/11, 8/8, and 9/9. The center hinge or hinges are most commonly placed with equal spacing between the top and bottom hinges. Header clearance is the gap between the top of the door and the head jamb when the door is closed. It is usually between a 1/16 and 3/16 inch, with 1/8 inch being the most common. For a 1 3/8 inch thick interior door, the mortise is set equal distance into the door and jamb and is typically 1 1/8 inch when using a 3.5 inch hinge. Hinge backset or reveal is the distance from the stop on the jamb to the edge of the hinge mortise, and from the face of the door to the edge of the mortise. In this section, we will discuss the types of jambs. A flat jamb with stop applied, a single rabbeted jamb, a double rabbeted jamb, or a split jamb. Now we will look at how jambs are assembled to form a door frame. A door frame may be assembled with a flat jamb with a mitered stop. If mitered stop material is used, the stop on the side jambs is positioned flush with the dado. The stop on the head jamb is recessed the depth of the dado. Another typical assembly of a door frame is with a flat jamb with a square cut stop. For a flat jamb with a square stop, the stop on the head jamb is recessed the depth of the dado on the side jamb. The stop on the side jamb is recessed the same amount as the thickness of the stop material. There are 3 common styles of doors. Hollow core doors are exclusively used for interior applications. They have a wood frame made up of 2 stiles and 2 rails, a honeycomb cardboard core, and 2 door skins that are usually made from wood veneer or hardboard. Solid core doors are used primarily for exterior entrance doors. The The solid core door is constructed similar to the hollow core door. They are made up from a wood frame, a door core usually made from particle board or laminated material, and 2 door skins. A stile and rail door is made up of a number of individual pieces of solid wood that are glued and carefully fit together. Common materials for these doors are Douglas fir, mahogany, and red and white oak. When a pre-hung door is installed, it is normally trimmed or cased around the edges of the jambs on both the inside and outside of the opening. For interior doors, the trim on both sides of the door is referred to as casing. On exterior doors, the trim on the inside is casing and the trim on the outside is molding. Brick mold is a common exterior molding. Casing and molding are usually mitered, where it joins at the top corners. When the 3 pieces of casing for one side of a door unit are pre-assembled using either kerfing nails or V-nails, the assembly unit is called a picture frame casing. Casing is sometimes kerfed to attach the head to the side casing. A kerf is a thin slot that is cut into the miter so that a spline nail may be driven into the slot of both the head and side casing to fasten them together. V-nailing is also a common method for attaching the casing pieces to each other before assembly on the door. This process is usually done with a V-nail machine. It holds, then staples the miter of the head and side casing together. To learn more about doors or our machinery, visit www.norfield.com or call 1-800-824-6242.